Hello guys and girls, and welcome back. It's your boy Big John. The at's at the bottom of the screen if you like to listen to my music. So is all the relevant information I'll be speaking about in this video. And today what I'm going to be talking about is the major pairs. I'm going to go over GBPJPY, US30 and gold as well. We're just going to have a little look and see what's happening with these pairs at the moment. We're going to be expecting certain types of moves coming out of them, either buys or sells. So I just thought I'd be able to help out some of the traders on YouTube or in my Discord group, the people that are currently using Trinity, the alerts, notifications that come through on Telegram. Maybe they'll be able to catch some pips just with me giving some sort of trend analysis. And with all of that being said, I hope you're going to like this video, guys and girls. If you do want to get into the Trinity alerts group on Telegram, please just look at the description below. My Discord information is there and my Telegram information is there. You can contact me and you can get involved. It's only 20 GBP and there are a lot of alerts for you to be able to get scalp trades, day trades or swing trades. So with all of that being said, let's get straight into the video.
Started from the bottom like Drake, got that young moolah but I learned my mistakes. Climbing up the ladder, gotta watch out for the snakes. If you wanna be the boss, then you have to delegate.
Okay, you can see right now I'm on AUDUSD. This is Oanda. I'm on TradingView. If you'd like to get some discount coins on TradingView, you can use my referral link and we'll both get discount coins towards any monthly payments. Now, what I'm actually expecting from AUDUSD at the moment is we can see that today from the Fed press news. So the Fed press news has actually given a lot of momentum in the market today. This is another reason why I'm actually making this video today about this analysis, because this is what we was waiting for, some type of reversal, and this is what the Fed press news has done. If anybody's not too sure how to check news events, just right click on your chart, settings. So whilst we're in here, we will see the Trinity alerts popping up. You can see they're just popping up there as well. And then just switch on your economic calendar. You can switch it on so you can see everything in the past, or you can switch it on so you only see the future. Now you will have to go down to a lower time frame to be able to see these, but you can see that here are all the news events in the future. And if I just go back there quickly and I go here, now we can see all the events in the past, and we can see that this massive buy happened here with the Fed press conference. This is a very good tool to be able to use when you're in TradingView, because you're going to be able to anticipate, when news is coming in, and if you want to get in or out of a trade, depending on how heavy the news actually is, low, medium or high. So what I'm actually expecting on AUDUSD is a continuation of a buy from price action. We can clearly see a nice bullish engulfing candle here, and now I'm expecting price action to go through to these next levels. So this is what we've got to pay attention to here. We can see the market obviously reverse from this level over here, and if you do want to draw these levels, you can just click on this video right over here on the right. It teaches you how to draw all of these levels in the market, which helps you trade price action. So we are expecting for it to go up towards this top level here, and then a continuation towards the upside. Why are we looking at a continuation towards the upside? Well, we can see that there is a liquidity wick up here. I've taught you about liquidity many times. There's also a video on YouTube about that just in the last couple of days. If we go to the weekly time frame, we can also see that this liquidity wick is left behind here. That means right now in the market over here, what they're going to do is they're going to want to grab this at some point in time. And if they do want to grab that, of course, they're going to be buying price action, and we should be seeing a bullish momentum heading towards that area. So that's my idea of what AUDUSD is going to do based on what I can see on the chart. Now, of course, for any entries in here, like I said, anybody using the Trinity alert, start looking for buys when you see price action on major support levels, or anybody just trading price action, just make sure you're looking for higher lows for continuations of buys. Now, when we go over to Euro USD, it's pretty much the same thing. We can see there's a bit of a bullish momentum. This candle is not as strong as the previous candle that we saw on AUDUSD, but at the same time, we can see it is bullish, and we can see that there is a nice momentum going towards the upside. As we can see this, we are looking at price obviously buying up. We can see this was a previous resistance level before. So let's just change this to resistance. So for me, I can just go here and I can just go to my templates and I can just go to a daily resistance, and I can also change this to a weekly resistance. You see, so what we are expecting is the market probably to go up towards this level, reject again, but if it is going to continue a bullish momentum, then we're expecting for it to not break this area, give a sort of head and shoulders pattern, and then continue for the buy. Of course, it can take out any liquidity it has here in the market, and we can also see that there's liquidity here, especially if it was to go to a higher time frame like the weekly. Now we're going to start to see bigger levels of liquidity. So we can see there's liquidity here and here also, and I believe on the monthly time frame there's liquidity up here, as you can see. So there is reasons for price action to buy on Euro USD if it chooses to. Just like you saw over here, a massive liquidity wick, and then we saw several months of buying. So we could be seeing something like that. Of course, the USDs have to correct themselves at some point. So, you know, that is a reason why I could say that there is a target buy for Euro USD as well. Now, when we go over to GBPJPY, we have seen a nice, beautiful reversal from here. Anybody that did catch it from the top, absolutely perfect for them, because, you know, it was pretty much a double top, even on a daily time frame, probably on even a higher time frame. So it was a perfect trade for a possible sell. Now that we actually have seen that, we can see that price action right over here is going towards this area, which means it could be heading towards this bullish liquidity wick. But what we do have here is this issue. So if we go over to the weekly time frame, we can see above this level that there are wicks left towards the upside. So if there's wicks left towards the upside, then we're expecting that if price keeps going towards this level and breaks this level, price could head in towards this liquidity zone, meaning that price action won't reverse again. It will go and clear this liquidity or a certain amount of it, and then it will continue to sell back down. But if it actually holds this level here, which is about 165,300, let's just call it that on average, even though this says 311, then we could be expecting price action to reject off of this level. You know, if we see a nice 4 hour, 1 hour, 4 hour rejection candle, then you could even get in here with a tight stop loss for a continuation of a sell all the way back down to these levels. Now, of course, we can see there's a huge liquidity zone over here as well. So we can see even on a weekly time frame that there is a reason for price action to want to sell if it does, and where it could actually head towards. Now for GBPUSD, what you can actually see here, same thing. We've only really got structure on this pair at the moment. There isn't a lot of liquidity wicks left behind, so that doesn't give you a telltale sign of where you believe the market can actually go towards. But of course, if the market does want to follow what the other USD pairs are doing, like you can see it has bought today, then we could be expecting to see GU buy up towards this area here. We can see previously over here, this was a strong support level, and it was over here as well at the same time. So therefore, if it does want to continue to buy tomorrow, something like that, we could see a buy up to here. Then maybe it wants to pull back next week. We can see this was a strong support level here as well, and we could be seeing a continuation to the upside. I do believe it wants to correct itself. My main reason for saying that is because we can see these massive big pushes down in the market. So at some point it's going to have to cover this because it's technically slippage. It was a huge push, huge decision, and now they're going to have to make sure they correct that with some type of price action. So we are slightly seeing it over here, buy up, and we could be seeing it around these levels here, breaking these highs up on this level eventually and continuing towards this massive slippage there. Dow Jones, which is US30. Now when we're looking at this here, we can see the market has obviously been in a nice downtrend at the moment, creating lower highs on a daily time frame, and I'm sure probably a weekly, definitely a 4 hour. So what we would be expecting here is more than likely price action to at least go up towards this level here. Now, of course, if they do want to correct price and start buying it, we can start looking at a pattern like this. So we can be expecting the market to be buying itself back up. We can see there was a resistance level here, and there is a gap over here in the market. So gaps usually form over the weekend when they gap the market either up or down. What that actually does, again, it leaves a form of slippage, and when they leave slippage, at some point they have to go and cover the slippage. So they could buy price all the way back up to cover the slippage and then sell it back down. But if not, we could be seeing a continuation, because what do we see here? A large impulse. So when you see a large impulse down, eventually as well, price could go and cover it. So we could be seeing price action buying up, covering this gap, then buying up to a level like here. As we can see, this was obviously a support level, and then selling back down, then buying back up one more time because it needs to go back towards this level, which is another strong level. So we just got to follow it like a ladder. And like I said, everybody that's got the Trinity alerts, again, if you want to get that, just message me in Discord or Telegram. It is a paid service, but it's extremely cheap. It's only 20 GBP a month, so it's very, very cheap. And then all you're looking to do from that is get yourself an entry from one of these higher lows. These are not the exact levels that it might reject off of, but they are an idea. Again, watch my GBPCHF price action breakdown video on my YouTube channel. You just need to watch that video and it will teach you how to draw these lines, which will help you out a lot to see how you can mark out your charts to find price action. Even one of the traders alone said that it upped their win rate on their strategy by 30%. So please just check it out. Now USDCAD, now this is now this one here is a bit of a funny one. It hasn't gone all the way to the top up here, so we haven't seen a clear direct rejection off of this level just yet, like you saw in GJ for a double top sell. So it can push up a little bit more, but if it does want to break up and go further, then we can see price action going something like this and going further up towards the upside. So again, you'd be looking at higher low buys if it breaks this level here with maybe a 4 hour daily close or something like that between this level. Then you could be looking at a higher low re-entry for price continuing up towards this side. If not, then we could be seeing price price action rejecting off this level and then going for a continuation of a sell. This was a liquidity zone in this area, so price action has gone back into here, and of course if it wants to go back down, now it can go back down towards the downside. So we just have to pay attention to how it really moves, how it behaves, and just pay attention to your market structure. See if price is creating higher lows, lower highs on an hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, daily time frame. Just see how it goes, and then you can find an entry on this pair for a possible sell or buy. But like I said, you have to be careful because it can go either way depending on which side of the market it actually breaks. USD Swiss franc, so this one's a bit better. You can see this is a double top sell, so realistically, unless price action wants to go any higher than this, then we could be seeing it going up here. But right now it's already showing us that it's rejecting off of here. We can even see it on the daily time frame, which is a massive daily engulfing candle right now, which is a good sign for a push down. So we could be seeing price action basically just selling itself down and going back up. So if anything, it could go down towards maybe this level here. I can see this was a breakout zone here, and then we could be seeing a pullback, and we could be seeing a continuation of a sell. Of course, it doesn't have to follow this pattern which is drawn out here. You're going to see something like this if it decides to sell, because more than anything, price action would like to move in higher lows or lower highs as it sells down, and lower lows and higher highs. That's USDCAD for now. I'm expecting pretty much a sell on this pair as it's looking at the moment, but we'll see how it goes. Again, I trade by seeing my charts every single Asian session, making a analysis from that point to say what price action could actually do. USDJPY, now this is a beautiful trade. I actually caught this one myself. Look at this beautiful trade you had set up here. You had a liquidity grab in this area. There was loads of wicks here that you saw on the daily time frame. They did a smart money grab up here, and then they technically did a head and shoulder. So you had your left shoulder here, and as soon as price action got back to this level over here, you pretty much should have been looking for an entry in this pair. And we can see what caused it. It was one of the news events, and again, it was just a perfect setup for you. There was nothing for you to worry about here in terms of taking this trade, putting a stop loss above this level and seeing what happens. If you couldn't get in there, again, you can go down to a lower time frame. Always remember that when you have this price action marked out on your chart. And even though you've seen this here, once you saw this first rejection here, you could have either got in on this candle here and then put your stop loss above here. If it took you out, cool, but you could have had another stop loss above this area here, either or. And of course, now we can see price action is selling. So this was your secondary entry if you did not get in on this first break back down of the market. And now on USDJPY, we can see there's a clean flow of traffic here, meaning there isn't lots of red and green candles. So more than likely, if price action wants to keep selling, it has a nice clean pathway to sell all the way back down towards this level here, which looks like it's a major level of support. Now for gold, we do have our setup looking like this. I mean, we do have a major resistance level from here, which is basically telling us it's a downtrend from here. You can even see how this area formed here. Price action tried to break it several times on a daily, couldn't, but eventually when it did break it, this is when we saw the continuation of the sell from 1901. I gave out pretty much all of these sells on gold, so you can go and check my Discord, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. All the proof is there. Loads of people were able to have any opportunities of free trades on gold, and especially swing trades. I'm actually still in my entry here from gold, and I've been holding this trade for 3 months now, just to tell people. So I show people all the time that I don't scalp gold every single day. I wait for it to get to perfect positions, and then I pretty much look for a swing trade. And then I managed to catch price action from this level up here, and I managed to catch this massive swing trade down for 2,500 pips. I'm also expecting it to go back down towards this level here. My reason being is the same reason. All I'm doing is following price action. I will be wrong sometimes, I'll be right sometimes, but I just follow price action and I trade probabilities. You can see here now there's a nice wick left here, which is a liquidity zone, so we could be expecting price action to head back down towards here if it rejects back off of this 1901 level. If it breaks this 1901 level, then we could be seeing price action going up towards this level before maybe a continuation of a sell, or it goes to grab the liquidity up towards here, which is a monthly liquidity zone. So we might not see the continuation of the buy of the sell all the way down here, but again, 2,500 pips is more than enough. And guys and girls, that is pretty much it. I've covered all of the major pairs. I've covered Gold US30 as well at the same time, and GBPJPY. I hope this is going to help everybody out with an understanding of what the market could possibly do in going towards the end of this week or going into next week. And if you want to get into my Discord or hit me up on Telegram, I do not have a Telegram chat group. You can only speak to me if you would like to purchase something, because I know some people don't have Discord. So hit me up on Telegram if you want to purchase one of my services, which is mentorship, which is 80 GBP a month. That's 80 GBP a month, or like what you can see right there, which is the Trinity trades that just appear as alerts in a Telegram group for you, which you will be able to get them for 20 GBP a month. That's 20. So it's not dollars, it's Great British pounds. So with all that being said, guys and girls, I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. It's your boy Big John, and I'm out. Peace.
Started from the bottom like Drake. Got that young moolah, but I learned my mistakes. Climbing up the ladder, gotta watch out for the snakes. If you wanna be the boss, then you have to delegate.